Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys, and on today's video I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the, I don't want to say aftershock from The Mandalorian on Friday, but what the hell is going on in the collect community? I've seen some top toy YouTubers taking a shot at the Haslab. Now, yes, the Razor Crest got blown up on Friday, spoilers if you didn't know that, but by the time this goes out, it won't be a spoiler. Everybody should know. And if you bought that Haslab Razor Crest, you already know. You already know that. But these so-called top channels, yes, I know they're having a go at Hasbro, which I always have a go at Hasbro. We all get disappointed with Hasbro. We still buy the stuff, but we do get disappointed by them. And they're really having a go at the Haslab model. I don't mean the Razor Crest, I mean the model of them crowdfunding when they're a multi-million-dollar company, which they are, but that's the way they're going, and they're having success by it. If they weren't having success by it, they wouldn't do it, and people wouldn't buy if they weren't bothered about it. So it is there, it's a thing, and it does work. But I just feel like they're taking a shot at collectors too. Now, I'm kind of in the middle with this because I was never going to back it. One, I'm not going to spend £350 on a vintage collection because I'm not a vintage collection collector. Plus, I've not got the space, and it's not, the Razor Crest is not one of the ships that I like. I don't even like Slave One. Yes, I know, shock, but I don't even like Slave One. I haven't got a Millennium Falcon. I like the fighter ships. I like the X-Wing, the A-Wing, the B-Wing, all the original fighters, TIE fighters, anything like that. I'm not a modern Star Wars collector. Yes, I do get the retro collection, you can call that modern, but it's vintage modern if you like. And I do pick up the Black Series when there's a figure I like I like all the Leia figures, so I get all those. But I was never going to ever pull the trigger on this Razor Crest. We have live streamed all the Haslab up until now over on the Paliboys. And yes, we do take the mickey out of Hasbro and Patrick and his entourage, but never would we say don't buy this. Again, they're just saying their opinions, but I just feel like they're against the collectors who are buying this as well. Like I say, I am 50-50 on this, as I know Hasbro are taking advantage of people. But at the end of the day, they are a business, and they've got to really take advantage of you and take your money. But this is maybe a step too far. It was meant to be a Dagobah playset, as usual Mike said, and it got changed out at the last minute. The Razor Crest was meant to go on shelves. Now, did Lucasfilm have a little word with them and tell them what was going to happen? So they thought, well, we'll change it to Haslab so we can get this money up front, because if they put it on shelves, it's not going to sell. They wouldn't be able to get it on the shelves in time. I mean, I could be wrong. They might have just changed their minds, but it just seems a bit suspicious. It would really be interesting to see if a Dagobah playset actually does come out eventually. But another thing I feel is that we don't know what's going to happen on the Mandalorian. You might find another one. This is not just a one-off ship. There are a few of them out there. So you might find another one. I don't think he's going to get the Slave One, which is another ship they released this year. So as I always say, collect as you want. You buy what you want. We all have his own opinions. You know most of mine. But I would never tell you how to collect and what to buy. I'll be fully honest with you now, once I saw that Razor Crest blow, I did have a little laugh. But that was not because of all the people that paid their hard-earned money for this ship. I laughed because it vindicated what usual Mike said about those Haslab Dagobah playset. I've seen a lot of collectors that are really pissed off with what happened, but a lot are trying to justify the fact that the Death Star blew up, the barge blew up, Vader's dead, but they're still making the toys. You shouldn't have to justify it. And for these YouTubers to come out and have a laugh at you, even if it is under the guise of laughing at Hasbro, which is the same thing really, it's just not on. We're all in this toy collecting hobby together, and we should back each other, not fight against each other and take the piss like what's happening over the Razor Crest. I do not collect modern Star Wars, and I don't agree how Hasbro conducts a business. But at the end of the day, Hasbro have the Star Wars license. Hasbro are going to make Star Wars things for the next God knows how long. I don't know how long that license lasts for. But until somebody else gets that license, we're stuck with Hasbro. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But millions of people are going to, so it's not going to go away anytime soon. The other thing I want to talk about from this week's Mandalorian is Boba Fett. I've seen so many posts saying, now Boba Fett's relevant. Oh, I know why Boba Fett is a badass now. They've done more in that half an hour than the movies ever did. But if you're like me, you know that Boba Fett's legend didn't come from the movies. I have done a whole video on how and why Boba Fett is a legend. But I'll quickly go through it now. I'll leave a link in the description to go back to that last video. But Boba Fett, for us, became a legend in 1979 because of the card back. Yes, he'd been in the holiday special and he was seen at a carnival or a fair or something. But in 1979, we had 20 figures. We had the first 12, which were either white, black or brown. Kind of tried to rebalance that with the Cantina aliens, which were all different colours. But they were pretty bland. Remember, we had no videos. We couldn't watch Star Wars unless we went to the theatres. So our Star Wars back then was through as figures, through as toys. So to see this mysterious, amazing figure coming out, this character that we knew that was going to be in The Empire Strikes Back, this blue and green figure, which had a rocket in his back, was the best thing to ever happen to us around then. So once I got him, he was involved in every Star Wars playtime. Luke always battled him before he battled Vader, in my little headcanon. Anyway, I'm going to go now before I find something else to rant about. So thank you very much for watching. Please check out all my other videos. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. So until the next video, may the toys be with you.